Hola guys and girls and welcome to GBA Teambuilder for week 7. 6? 7? No, week 8. We are at week 8 and we are facing Tup and the Pittsburgh Pirattatas. He of course is doing, he is quite on the roll as well, actually having the same record as me currently, being 5-2 and in the other division as well, so he is in the playoff race with us. Not really directly anymore, since he so far most likely will be the #1 spot in the division, so we are not really competing, since the #1 spots make playoffs either way. So, but still, a win right here, like I already said, in these last few weeks, we need to get some wins. We can't lose them all to make playoffs, and this is definitely one we are looking forward to win, especially after losing 2 games in a row just now. So we are thirsty for a win. Of course, Tup wants to lock up his #1 spot in the division as well, so he's thirsty for one as well. And fun fact, I talked to Tup about, he faced Tom last week, which had Mega Lucario. Then he traded for me, and the week next he faces me. So he faced Mega Lucario 2 times in a row, which actually made my building a little bit different as well. But I will talk about that once we are there. But yeah, let's hop into his team and see what Tup can bring versus the match, in the match versus us. He has the Shaman Sky, the Zero Aura, Milotic, Mega Scizor, Astro Ninja, Latios, Miltank, Togekiss, Entei, Diggersby and Claydol. His Z-move users are the Zero Aura and the Latias. So, biggest threats, his Ubers are of course the Ash Greninja and the Shaman Sky. Ash Greninja, regular Greninja is already annoying, but it's not that bad. The Ash Greninja part is the annoying part. We don't want the thing transforming, it's not Mega Evolving into Ash Greninja, because then it gets way stronger and very faster, which could be problematic for our team. Then Shaman Sky, of course, annoying, is way too quick, can flinch a lot of stuff and see flat drops. Zero Aura, even quicker, but I have a good check to that, so not too worried about that. Mega Scizor, he's so far used pretty well, actually. Most of the sweeps he had with Mega Scizor, so we have to look out for that. And then I think versus my team in general, I think Entei is the biggest threat versus my team, since my fire resists don't like being burned. That's that's mainly why Entei is a problem. Like Azumarill as main example you see on the team. Probably my best fire resist I have on the team. I have Scizor as well, but that's not really a resist, and my Dragon type is of course neutral to fire. So yeah, Azumarill doesn't like being burned. So that's why I say Entei is probably the big threat of my team. Then comes Diggersby, but Diggersby depends a lot on which set it is. If it's Scarf, it's not that problematic, but if it's Choice Bandit, I have no switch-ins. Everything is 2-hit KO'd, and I have to rely on revenge killing it. Which is easier, of course, if it's not Scarf. But if it's Scarf, it has more sweeping potential. So there are some threats. Latias can be annoying as well. But like I said, mainly I'm worried about, like, straight up Entei, Diggersby, and the Shaman Sky. These are the 3 most annoying mons versus me, I feel like. But yeah, that's basically his squad. Let's go over my team real quick and see how we can check that. So we start off with spread Physically Defensive Tank Growth with Giga Drain, Hidden Power, Fire, Earthquake, and Toxic. This spread right here is, the Split Def is there. So I'm not too KO'd by Life Orb, Hidden Power, Ice from Zero Aura. So it doesn't matter what kind of Zero Aura it is, this thing can always switch in, take at least 2 hits from it, and then barring it's the Fire Punch or something like that, which you have to scout out for, and then just go for Earthquakes and all this good stuff. So Split Attack right here is so that Mega Scizor can't set up on me, at least not if he's just makes HP. This Split Attack investment is enough so that a max HP Mega Scizor is 2-hit KO'd by Hidden Power Fire. So if he's more Split Def than that, of course, he could potentially be very annoying and set up on me. Then Earthquake, of course, therefore, Zero Aura, Giga Drain, main stab, and then Toxic is for stuff like the Miltank, for example, which might be Stab Slipper, but even if not, we can't really hurt it too much. We want Toxic thing. And of course, Toxic is nice for Milotic as well, before it gets burned, if you can get that off. So yeah, that's Tango for you, pretty straightforward. Next up, we got our Mandibuzz, which is a very speedy Mandibuzz, like you actually see, with Foul Play, Taunt, Defog, and Roost. And the main reason we want to be this speedy is because of Taunt. Because sadly, he has the Miltank, which is very quick. Even without investment, base 100 speed, so this is actually enough speed so we can outspeed a Miltank with a little speed investment, like just 16 or something, like leftover EVs and speed, we can still cover with that. I didn't want to be exactly speed build because it's very critical that we are able to outspeed the Miltank and taunt it if it's a defensive variant. And then Defog Roost is pretty self-explanatory, and then Foul Play to hurt his team the most, especially if he tries to set up with Scizor. With Taunt, of course, if you're faster than Miltank, we are faster than Scizor most likely as well. Barring he's like max speed Jolly, then he could outspeed us. But we can taunt this thing as well, he can set up, he can roost, he gets chipped with Rocky Helmet. This is mainly my first switch into Scizor as well, that's why I Fist Def mainly. So we can switch in on the U-turns and get some Rocky Helmet chip on him and wear him down that way. Because Mega Scizor otherwise could be free switching into special most of the times if we don't go for HP Fire. And yeah, I want to punish his U-turns for that. The fifth step right here is this is enough to not be 2-hit KO'd by Jolly return from Digger Speed, if he's Scarf. If he's, of course, Life Orb, Choice Bandit, not anymore. And then the rest just is Split F to take some of specials, better be it for Famous Guy or the Melodic or something like that, or Ash Ninja potentially as well. But yeah, like I said, mainly there to punish the thing from from U-turning, and then be ground immunity for the Digger Speed, and in general taunt his walls and just ram them with foul play. And yeah, that's Manboss for you. Next up, we got our next actually defensive one, which is Sap Sipper Azuma with Scald, Ice Beam, Protect, and Toxic. This might switch into the Entei, and this I'm bringing once again not a huge power Azuma. That's because that way I don't really mind if I'm burnt, and I can still do damage to the Entei. Being Sap Sipper, of course, nice well for potentially the Shaman if I can switch into that. The Split F is here, so I'm not 3-hit KO'd by the Air Slash. It could do with me, and then rest the fifth step, so I can take the hits from Entei better, for example. So Choice Bandit Stone Edge doesn't 2-hit KO me, something like that. And then coverage rise here, Scald and Ice Beam to hit the Shaman, and then Scald. It's good coverage overall, barring for his Melodic, which of course again Toxic, and his Greninja. I would love to run Dazzling Gleam instead of Ice Beam right here, because it hits a lot of other stuff which you don't have with Scald, like the Ladias, like Greninja, but sadly, Azumarill doesn't get Dazzling Gleam. I just found that out through that, so yeah, and then Grass Knot would have been an option as well for Greninja, but Greninja's not that heavy, so yeah, it is potentially checked for Greninja as well, but like we can take the hits very well, but we can't really deal good damage back. Then we have Toxic Protect, just to awareness some mons. Protect is nice as well to scout for, like, if he's Scarf or Choice Specs Greninja or Digger Speed, we can scout what a movie does, and of course it's racking up toxic damage and gives us more leftovers recovery, because this thing doesn't have any other recovery. Like, this thing has Regenerate, Giga Drain, this thing has Roost, this thing has to rely on leftovers with Protect to stay healthy. But yeah, that's Azumarill for you. 20th attack is there, so we can 2-hit KO an Entei after rocks damage. Since sadly, Entei is way too bulky, and we would need a lot of attack investment to deal with that thing. So yeah, that's Azumarill for you. That's the whole defensive backbone. Let's get some more offensive mons going. First up, we start with Cold Berry, Jirachi, Flash Cannon, Energy Ball, U-turn, and Stealth Rock. Enough speed for an Adamant Entei, which of course he has to be if he wants to have extreme speed, Sacred Fire, and all this good stuff. And yeah, Gold Berry's there to be kind of a lure for the Greninja. If that once switch in, we can take the Dark Pulse with Cold Berry and then punish it very harshly with an Energy Ball, potentially killing it, sadly not from full. And then Stealth Rock, beautiful momentum, and then Flash Cannon is like the best stab option I have, since I want something which can switch into Togekiss and punish it as well. I was debating a lot which moves I want to run. First I had Grass Knot here, because that has a higher base power with Melodic and really hurts it. Energy Ball doesn't really do that. But Grass Knot is way too weak for the Greninja, and since I have the Cold Berry, I rather want to have that for the Greninja. But other mons that could come into play is, for example, knock off Zeraora, of course, which I don't really have anything to hurt, but we can live a hit from. Then knock off Digger Speed potentially, which we can punish with the Energy Ball. And yeah, that's mainly, like I said, maybe there for the Greninja to catch that off guard. Then next up, we got our ICMZ Kyurem Black, which is mainly there to Z-Hail it up and sweep his team. We have max special attack, modest nature, 16 attack, and this speed is enough for a Jolly Digger Speed. And after Z-Hail, since we got +1 speed, we outspeed his whole team barring Scarfas. So other means if it's Scarfas Digger Speed, we outspeed that as well. Then we have Blizzard as our main step option. In Hail, of course, that hits always. And if we feel like more like just going for a nuke, we can always go for ICMZ Blizzard as well, if we don't need the Hail. Then HP Fire, of course, for the Scizor, and Fusion Bolt for the Melodic, because even if Marvel's Gate is activated, that of course is ignored by Terra Volt, and with this attack investment we have right here, we 2-hit KO a Melodic, even if it's full Fist Death. And yeah, basically the idea is get some Rocky Helmet chip with the Mandibus on the Scizor, because then it's a hidden power fire range from Kyurem, because they're max special attack modest. So yeah, that is the idea. I think 1 round of Rocks and 1 round of Rocky Helmet guarantees brings in range of HP Fire, and then it's basically time to speed Kyurem Black, because just Blizzard alone and Fusion Bolt HP Fire, he has no switches to that. His only items exist are the Mega Scizor and the Greninja and the Entei potentially as well, which could be annoying. Entei we have to weaken as well. And the Melodic. Melodic and Greninja die to Fusion Bolts, and they can't really do too much back. And yeah, main things we have to weaken are the Scizor, so we can HP Fire it, and that's why we're minus Speed as well, not minus Defense, so we can still take the Bullet Punch well. And then we still need to weaken the Entei, which is easier done with Rocks, of course, to get that thing down. But yeah, that's one of our late game sweepers. And then the second late game sweeper we have, or mid game sweeper, like it depends who I want to use late game, who I want to use mid game, is Agility Mega Lucario. At first, my first idea I had versus Tup was being Nasty Plot, Mega Lucario, but after I found out that, like, I talked with Tup and I thought, okay, don't forget to prepare for the trades, because I will do some trades, you can find them on the dock and all this good stuff. He was saying, oh god, I have to face Mega Lucario again the next week after, and then thought, oh yeah, true, he has to face Tom this week. And then I actually asked Tom, like, what kind of Lucario did you bring versus Tup? Because when I was building, the match wasn't uploaded yet. It did happen, but it wasn't uploaded yet, so I didn't know what kind of Lucario it was. And he told me he used Nasty Plot Lucario versus him. And I was, damn, I don't want to bring the same thing again versus him, because he might actually be on the lookout for that. So I decided, okay, I need some different Lucario to bring versus him. Even though Nasty Plot might be the optimal one to bring versus him, I just want to switch it up, because, yeah, just to catch him off guard, basically. Because if you see Mega Lucario, you think, okay, damn, it's probably special, maybe it's Nasty Plot and stuff, good stuff, and I can catch him off guard with this variant. Basically, the idea is to get an agility up, and then get some low HP kills with Power Punch, since it's still adaptability boosted, so it's 80 base power. So, and when we kill something, we get to +1, and then we sweep the team with Meteor Mash close combat. Since just these moves hit his team for a lot of damage and basically kill everything, especially if we get to +1 boost. The only thing we have to worry about is, of course, is abundance of priority, be it with Entei, be it with Ash Greninja, be it with the Scizor. Thankfully, we resist 2 of that with Entei's Extreme Speed and Bullet Punch from Scizor. So, more so we have to look out for Water Shuriken from Greninja. But, yeah, if he's not Ash Greninja yet, he doesn't have guaranteed free hits, so it would actually do, it gets other hits. It's actually a bit more luck-based if he actually can kill us or not. So, yeah, let's make a Lucario for you. Yeah, like I said, these are my 2 sweepers. These squad right here is mainly there to kill or bring everything in range of my 2 sweepers and then go to town on his team. That is the idea with the squad you can see right here. Of course, let me know in the comments what you think about it. What will be the MVP? What will be the LVP? What will work? Will I be punished by not bringing just Nasty Blood Lucario again and bringing agility instead? Answer all those questions in the comments, of course, and you can look forward to the match tomorrow. I will see you there. If you enjoyed this video, of course, leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, all the links in the description, and I will see you another time. Ciao!